Capricorn, how you doing? So we're here to do your March. I hope that everybody's okay. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, all that kind of stuff, Capricorn. Hope everything's been going okay for you. So let's see. They keep saying change. Someone seems to be changing or changing their mind quite a lot, because I keep hearing change. Now, either feel as if you're being shortchanged or trying to implement a lot of changes in your life. I think particularly you, Capricorn, and I think it has a lot also still a lot to do with money or feeling. It's either a reward of money is what they're saying, or it's either feeling shortchanged for something. I'm also hearing a dressing room for some people, like changing quite a lot, like my appearance seems to be changing, or I'm changing up a lot to do with my dress sense seems to be changing. Also, I'm feeling very sensitive at this point, and I'm feeling something to do with the left side keeps going, oh, okay, cold, like something to do with the left side going cold, but yeah, just I'm not sure what that one's coming through as. But something to do with like senses, or sensimilia. Oh, well, that's smoky. Someone could be talking the herb, I don't know, but sensimilia, or the name Mia, or Amelia, or media, something to do with the media. Okay, so Amelia, the name Amelia, but then media, something to do with media. Now that could be journalism, okay. Okay, through that one I'm hearing another message through journalism, okay, but something to do with either the internet or journaling, okay, which is writing quite a lot, but also journal, like media, something to do with the media, like wanting some kind of like gratification for something that you're doing, and you're doing it like because they keep saying like excessively doing something to do with the media, and it's going, and it's like it's coming. I think some of you are waiting on a court appearance for some of you, and it's like waiting for this finalization of something to come through, because it feels like there's a lot of tension around waiting for a piece of paper, which is what I'm thinking is either for some of you out there that could well be getting a divorce or a marriage. Okay, if it isn't really relating to a relationship wise, some of you could be going through something to do with children, okay, and like an ex-partner or something like that, and you're waiting, maybe seem to be waiting for this piece of paper, but there's something to do with like paper like paper lace, which was Billy, don't be a hero, don't be a fool with your life. Okay, so it could have something to do with Piscean, fool, or a trip, but don't be a fool. Billy, don't be a hero. There's something to do with like hero, heroism or something. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to leave those messages there because I don't know where they've just came from. But I'm trying to practice just channeling more. So if those relationships do matter to you, okay. So if those relationships do matter to you, I don't know, that just came through very quickly. If those relationships do matter to you, that's coming from somebody that's saying that. I don't know if that's a past loved one is saying, well, if those relationships matter to you, something like somebody is saying, if those relationships matter to you, then I'm sure you know what to do. So you could have options, and somebody is saying, well, if those relationships matter to you, then, you know, I think that someone is still kind of in love, but in that, like, you know, not second guessing, but just like, well, if that relationship really matters to you, then somebody has to reach out, is what they're saying. Well, I'm going to sneeze as well. That's normally a sign of bewitched. Excuse me, but if those relationships matter to you, there's something of a great importance of mattering that matters a lot. Okay, or Matt, the name Matt. If Matt matters a lot, then reach out. Okay, because I am picking up the name Matthew or Matt. Matthew. Matthew. Okay. So we're going to look into the moment before, Capricorn. If any of you guys are interested and you haven't seen your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Jupiter, okay, the prices of Patreon now has gone down to $5, so you can join literally for a month. You get access to an MP3 of the meditation music that I've just put on YouTube, but that has gone as an MP3 download, and you can download that and put that on your system if you like that. If you like those, that hopefully will get better, and you can download MP3s. They will just be put out. Also, all of the extended readings now just go to one tier, and it's literally just $5. It just gives me a bit of incentive and a bit of extra in order to get everybody, hopefully, to watch their extended readings, and then also supports me in order to continue on. Okay, so I thought I would just make it a flat line of $5, and then hopefully you'll get to see all of the different readings that I'm hoping to implement here and over there. Okay, so at the moment we look into the moment before and just see what could have gone on in your life maybe, but these can be life readings. I do channel quite a lot of stuff sometimes, so I can't never have a prediction but someone has definitely got, well, it sounds like prediction. It sounds like a prediction. Someone has definitely got the hots to trot for something, okay, because I'm picking up hot trotters, which is Del Boy and Rodney. Someone's from London or wants to go to London, but that is like, oh, Del Boy, call Rodney. Del Boy and Roddy, Ronda. I'm also picking up Ronda Rousey, which was a fight. She was a fighter, right? Ronda Rousey. She was in the UFC. But arousing. Something was arousal, or someone got aroused, but also got into a row. Okay, which is an argument in the UK. A row. You have a ruckus, but some kind of like row. But also like somebody. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Normally Leo for me. There's been a shake-up in their foundation as well as what yours, and it probably caused the riff at home. A lot of you would have been going through this. Now, if you have things that are going on at work or at home, and it's been very stressful for you at this time, and you would have noticed a lot of breakups and a lot of people just shouting at one another. If that has happened, that's because of that. Because there's somebody as a family member also that's having, this is not for everybody, but these can be family members that are doing something at home, okay, and it's kind of like a teasing energy. It's like, well, it's winding me up to the max. I keep thinking about this person, but when they're not with me, I think about them, and it is literally in my loins. Right, it is literally in my loins. Some of you could have experienced a complete separation, and there's also something like rebuilding. Like, well, I'm just going to have to rebuild then, because the bills probably build up, and now I'm going to have to like renovate stuff. I'm going to have to build up this connection, but it's like this tension is building up. Like there's a lot of aggressive sexual nature. Honestly, it seems that there was a lot of aggressive sexual nature, but we'll see. But nothing really hit. You see, nothing hit. I didn't hit. I hit my deadline. I did hit my deadline, but there was someone that was probably telling you that you didn't hit your deadline, and it's like, I've got to keep going, and I've got to keep going, I've got to keep going in order to hit my deadline. Work was probably piling up, and there may have been some kind of like finalization of like, okay, now I can start my life, and now I can rebuild my life, and I'm starting to hit deadlines. But some of you could have been in something that could have been abusive, because I am picking up that someone hit out, okay, but also someone probably reached out to you. They did reach out. But because it feels like reach out and touch faith, right? Reach out and touch faith. The name faith, but someone is a bit like the REM, like losing my religion. Like I'm losing my religion and I'm picking up religion, and someone is very like religious, and it's a lot to do with the church, or I don't know. It could be like Jewish or something, but someone that has like a strong ethnic background of religion or something, or a different place. But it feels like someone believes in that so much that it's difficult for them to fit into society where they're at. So it feels like I'm here now, but I come from somewhere else, okay? And that it's very difficult, or has been very difficult, for me to actually fit in with society. I feel like separated, and I feel like everybody is just like crazy at the moment. That's what you could be witnessing, that there's a lot of like crazy actions around you, and people could be like pointing and figuring out the blame, and it's like, well, who do you think you're blaming? You know, if you're been going through that. But relationship wise, because okay, they're asking me to stick with that. It feels like if someone constantly gets blamed for things at work or blamed at home, and it's like, well, you're supposed to be responsible and you're the one that's supposed to be having this. Someone has had an awakening, okay, and they feel like you do, that you walk around the earth and you walk around people and you think, what on earth are you up to? You know, why is everybody so frantic when they're driving? Why is everybody just seems to be like lashing out to one another? And you're probably witnessing like a lot of aggression in your life. And you do that, trust me. When you have so many awakenings, you attract. So there's like an attraction that you've got to this person that is like dynamic, but it's like, because I'm also picking like aerodynamic, some kind of like errand or an errand that someone is always having to do. And it's like, I'm always having to run errands for somebody. It's like, when can someone actually have some backbone and stand up for themselves and show a little bit of leadership, right? It could be anybody, but I'm picking up, well, I'm going to have to be the one then that stands up to say something, okay? So you could be a Capricorn that has fire in your chart, okay? And it's like, well, I'm just going to have to say something. And if you don't do it, then I'm just going to have to say it. And I'm just going to put it straight on the plate and just say, you know what? There's a line, that there's a fine line between, they keep saying a fine lion, could be a Leo. But there's a fine line between love and hate. And it feels like that there could be a Leo energy for some of you, fire sign, but some of you it could be a Leo. And that what they did is that they went back here to their old place of residency in order to witness something that they realised that with their place of... Okay, so they're kind of saying that somebody went back home, or they went back to their parents, or they went back to some kind of past behaviour, okay? And it triggered them. They got triggered off. This is a trigger. Someone triggers someone, and then they go back to somewhere else, whoever that or wherever that be, okay, and then they get triggered off there, and they're running from personal growth, and you can't run from personal growth, you know, because you just get triggered left, right, and centre. You walk into another one that triggers you off, and you're like, oh my, why can I not meet the perfect person? Why can I not get the perfect job? Blah blah blah. That can be your karma. You see, you can't run from a lesson, because it will enforce things into the tower just to make it. You know, I never used to believe a lot in that when people used to say that as tarot readings, until I started experiencing a lot of it. You know, and your whole structure seems to have changed. Like my whole, because I'm picking up like someone is into a lot of fitness. Like my structure has changed. I'm more lean now. But lean and mean, they're also saying. Like, I forget the old saying in Britain, but fit as a butcher's dog, they used to say, right? Because it used to have lean meat all the time, and it used to be fit, okay? So, like, fit as a butcher's dog, I don't know why they're hearing that one. But I'm fit now, like I'm fit and I'm ready. Fitness, it could just be fitness that's coming through, like a fitness. Fitness instructor. Okay, they're saying a fitness instructor. Let's see what happened with Capricorn. What happened with Capricorn? Show me what happened with Capricorn for the moment before. Thank you. Okay, wow. So someone is 100%... They've just said 100% covering up a pregnancy, right? I just say these just through spirit messages, okay? But They just said, because I said 100, I was going to say 100% someone is having sex. Okay. Now, through that, I heard 100%, and just before I said the rest, they said to me, covering up a pregnancy. This is also where people could be arguing, as if to say, well, why do I have to have the coil? Why can't you, as the man, go and get a packet of something, right? I'm treading a fine line with what I can actually say on YouTube. But why can't you go and cover it up? Because it feels like, well, why? Well, you should have covered it up. And it's like, well, hold on a minute. You're just as responsible as a man as what you are as a woman. And the woman is like, well, you're just as responsible as being the man. So who's to blame? And it's like, well, we need to cover this one up then, or you need to physically cover it up. That could be a family member that's arguing with someone, as if to say, listen, well, then you need to cover it up. If if you're gonna have sex with, okay, this is getting very personal. Please keep an open mind, Capricorn. Sorry to keep saying that all the time, but please keep an open mind. This can get very personal for people. But there is a family member, Aries. Some of you it's Leo. I'm really not picking up, because this is Leo. This is 8. Okay, so I am picking up 100% strong Leo for some of you. But some of you it's Aries or Sag. But it's like, well, if you want to do this with my if you want to do this with my family member, then you are going to have to, young man, cover it up. There is someone saying that, and it's getting to the point where everyone seems to be like, well, I got my own life to lead, and I feel this attraction with this person. So, because it feels like a guardian, that there's a guardian, okay, and that someone is like protecting, because there's a lot of protection. It seems like there's a lot of detecting and protecting, and that I'm detecting something, that someone is definitely having intercourse with somebody, but there is definitely someone that's saying, listen, well, then you should cover it up. Okay, but that can be a cross-watcher that's watching that has Capricorn somewhere, in someone that knows is got a Capricorn in their chart, right? And they're saying that. That's where the messages are getting us slightly mixed up, because it's cross-watched energy, okay? But again, cross-watchers will always either, one, see it from their perspective. That's why you can have arguments, because everyone will have their own opinion against life. And there is, what they were saying as a channeled message is that someone is trying to cover up having intercourse with somebody, okay? Now, there is also a lot of that going, a lot of that seems to be happening, okay? If you are, I mean, obviously you're not and you're inactive, then there's a lot of like self-provocation. Okay, so you might need to change some batteries up, okay? But it feels like, oh, well, you changed the record. It's like, okay, so what do you want me to say then? It's like, well, I just want to talk about sex, baby. And it's like, well, okay, so was there a pregnancy? Because it feels like, well, we need to cover that one up then, because how are we going to tell the parents? It's like, well, sorry, I'm really not laughing at people's, but my spirit, when you hear those, oh, if you could, if you're a medium, you understand what that can feel like. But it feels like, well, we need to find a medium. We need to find a medium, Steve. We need to find a medium. We need to find a common ground. We need to start talking about this, because I love you. I love you. Someone said I love you. Okay, now some of these, okay, is a same-sex relationship that 2 men could well be going through. And it could also be 2 women, okay? So there is a lot of difficulty for these people to, probably, you might find it very difficult if you are watching, okay, of how to explain certain things to society that you might feel, I mean, me, but, I hate all that. It's treading on common ground with people, I don't know why they keep saying common. Sorry, because I'm half channeling and half trying to explain that I'm never being personal when it comes to that kind of thing. Because they keep saying like Persol, like washing, something to do with like washing, and it's Persol, which is like a white powder. A white powder. Okay, because this is Puff the Magic Dragon. Okay, someone out there is into remedies, right? And I did hear for a start heroin. Okay, that was what I said before, or tried to not say. I can't remember whether I said it or not. That's really, it's only if you know, okay, because this is Puff the Magic Dragon, and they're really getting me to look at that, okay. So, dragon, which is Year of the Dragon. So someone has influences in, someone did mention that to me, the Maya effect, is it? The Maya effect, I did kind of look that up, but I didn't kind of go deep into it. I don't know, sorry. But Maya, they keep saying like the funeral pyre, the funeral pyre. Yeah. Light my fire, right? Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the world on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love becomes a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Okay, so they're saying something about lighting. Okay, so it's something to do with lighting. And oh yeah, okay. So be very careful around lighting. The lighting. It's something about the lightning. Someone that gets frightened of the lightning. Okay, but lighter, like a lighter. Okay, now I am seeing personal lighting like tinfoil. Okay, so you know, I used to be a counsellor, so a drug counsellor. But lighting, something to do with like lighting or fighting. Like we seem to be fighting a lot, Steve. I don't know why, but we just then all of a sudden seem to rip each other's clothes off, and then everything's good. But then all of a sudden there's this era of like, oh God, I've got so much tension. It feels like a strain, but a physical attraction to two kings, to two men. Like I said, some of you, did I channel that at the beginning? Where there was like making a decision, and I said something about that you could have, I really can't remember what I channeled now because it's gone. But like two people, right? Now you could have options of two men, which could be, or two women, but fire sign, water sign. And there's a lot of communication between one. Now one of them you could really be waiting for, okay? But it seems to me that it's coming through that this is a Leo, okay? And they're waiting to communicate with, about love, to a King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because they love them. And they're waiting to, you could have well been waiting to hear a message from one of these people if they are. And you could have been having discussions a lot about with this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the discussions have gone whichever way that is. Okay, and some of you, if you don't have these in your chart and you have got two people, that you are waiting maybe for this King of Cups, because you've got two sevens of, one is physical, like shouting and screaming maybe, and just energy can be so like confined, and it's like, oh, it's just so confined at the moment, I'm just ready to just like burst. And then there's another energy of like, well, I'm just here lonely waiting for you to say something to calm the situation down. So this could physically be your love life and the one that you're in love with, okay? But there is one there that you could be having a one-night stand with, maybe, if that's like what people are doing, because there's like sex here, okay? And then there's like love here. There's love here. It's like, well, I'm waiting, but I'm also waiting on you hand and foot, and I'm prepared to do anything, because I will walk your dog for you. I will literally just like make sure that you're okay, come back, check on you. There's some like, well, I'm willing to come back and check on you all the time because I'm in love with you. So you might finally be reaching out with somebody, I have done, about like, okay, well, I'm willing to do whatever you want, and I'm also willing to wait for you because I'm in love, okay? So some of you have two people that you are interested in, and one is more of a sexual nature, and the other one is more of like long-term love. Like, well, there's long-term here. There's like long-term. There's also a turn of waiting for what do you call it? School terms. School terms. Like, well, it's on my terms. All of this, if this is relating to one person, it seems to be, well, it's on my terms. Okay. someone could be controlling or trying to control themselves in a sexual nature, and they could have been saying, well, listen, it's on my terms. I do love you, but you're going to have to wait until we see each other again before we can do this again. Okay, because it feels like, well, I'm in love with you. So, and it's like, okay, I I love you too, but it's on my terms. Because the King of Cups can be like playing sometimes like downtrodden, as if to say, okay, well, I'm in love with you, and it's like, well, I'm in love with you, sure, but I'm also like prepared to control sometimes the amount of urges that someone has. It feels like that this person has a lot of urges. Or they're also saying asperges. Okay, now that's for kids, right? Asperges. Someone has like asperges or a spur. They're saying spur. They're also saying Tottenham Hotspur, but that's football, and that's the UK. Go Tottenham! Someone could actually be from Tottenham, which is London. Okay, London. I suppose in America and different places you would obviously have Tottenham and London, right? So they're also saying some kind of influence of Australia, but Tottenham. Tottenham! Ooh, 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 ooh. Hotspur! Hotspurs. I keep saying hotspur. Hotspot. What's a hotspot? Someone has got a hotspot. Someone likes, I'm not going into that one. What on earth am I diving into someone else's life? But someone's got a hot spot. Okay. But, you see, there's a lot of like, listen, we need to talk. We need to settle things down about where we're going to move to. Because there seems to be someone that's waiting to reconcile, to say, look, we can come together, but you're going to have to make a decision of when we meet up. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, Capricorn. What seems to have been going on with some of you? There's a meet-up. It's like, well, we can meet up when we're on our own, when there's no one else around, and we need to discuss plans. There seems to be like some also plan of building, like a building. Okay? And it's like, well, we're planning to actually put an extension on the roof. What? You don't put extensions on the roof? I used to be a bricklayer. I don't know. Or Ruth. They're saying Ruth. The name Ruth. Okay, but we're putting an extension on the roof. Oh, are you? So where are you living? In the loft? Someone lives in the loft, or someone's in the loft. Something that you've been looking for, Capricorn, if you've been wondering, go and check in your loft space. Now, I don't know if people have those in different countries. We don't have the underground parts. You know, in America, I've always wanted one of those. You open the cellar door and you go down and there's like a cellar. We don't have those in Britain, and I love those because I would have so much music and stuff going on in there. But a loft is obviously above, like where you are, there's a little catch and you go up into the loft and then you go up into the rafters. Okay? And there's a loft space. So if you've been looking for something, there's a room that you can rent in the loft. There's okay, for some of you, there's like something in the loft. Or there was, because this is the moment before. Something, I keep saying something about the loft. Okay, the loft, or the croft. Lara Croft. Or the name Croft, right? Cross. And so, well, you know, are you going to cross? Cross is, it feels like a cross stitch. Like, well, cross country, running. But also, well, I'm going to have to come across country to see you. So what's your plan? It's like, well, you can come and stay with me if you want. We've got room in the house, but you're going to have to stay in the loft, bruv. Or you're going to have to stay in the cellar. Or tell her. Or you're going to have to tell her. Oh, okay, there's a bit of a dynamic that's going on with people. Well, you're going to have to tell her. Who is it that you're going to tell? A parent? Or are you going to tell the other woman? Okay, channeled messages, guys. Please keep an open mind. Or are you going to tell the other woman? Or the other man? Well, are you going to tell the other man? Are you going to tell the other man? Because I love you, so are you going to tell that other person? And it's like, well, you know, oh dear me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, Steve. What can the matter be? It's like, okay, we're going to leave those messages there. Okay, but it could well have to do with, like, you know, can you come and stay? It's like, well, at the moment I'm stuck, Steve. I just, like, really don't know what the plan is. What? Because it's like someone's been trying to make this plan, right? This is plan or Stan. But like, it's like, oh, it's times I can't stand you, but then I can. It's like, well, can you or can't you? And it's like, well, okay, well, we need to make some sort of plan then, because we need to get you to move. So if it's like, okay, well, you know, you can come and stay then, so you can stay in my loft. And it's like, you know, I was hoping to stay in the same room as you. Okay, well, you did. But now my parents are back, or something. This is coming through as a child. Okay. So when knights and pages turn up, okay, they're obviously, like a lot of people will say, is that they're messages. But these are also children, right? So if they're children, then they're obviously going through this, right? Because they're kids. They're your kids, maybe. Okay. So if they're your kids and you have kids, this is going on what you know about. Okay. And there's a lot of like, shh, we need to be quiet and cover this up. They keep saying something about covering up a pregnancy or trying to cover up a pregnancy. And if it isn't, please don't flip out, because you've got to know that one. Okay, but you might have to do a bit of detecting work, or well, you did, because this is the moment before, maybe. But if there's like, well, we're going to have to be quiet then, because this is going on here, and we're going to have to be quiet here. So I'm waiting, like, for these to go out, so we can do this. So we can do this. We're going to have to wait for parents maybe to go out and give us some free time. I'm digging into kids' lives, man. There's privacy, right? Sorry. Or, well, it can be anybody. Okay, so let's see. This video is... someone just left me a message. Sorry. On the... this video is not working properly. Oh, okay, I'll have to have a look, see what that one is. But let's see. So the March reading. March. So we just start to look into your March. Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus. Wow. So below the Tower, you've got the King of Swords. So you got three men, man. You've got three men. You've got three kings. We three kings are glory and wise. Wise. We three are, well, we're three really wise people. Like, we know. We know. We detected it, and we know. We know. We know this is going on. No, Sue, someone knows. But it's like, well, we're detecting it, so we're going to have to go to the doctors. We're going to have to go to the doctors to get some advice or seek something. Or we've gone to counselling. We've actually decided to give it one more go, and that we're actually going to go to a counsellor in order to, a marriage guidance counsellor, in order to try and make things better. I've also maybe gone back to my family in order to get some kind of advice. But the person, love life, what you're with, okay, has a lot of masculine and feminine tendencies. Some of you that they're balanced, okay, but if you're arguing with them, you might not see that way. But this person, you see, will show affection to people, the king. He will show affection, but he won't show too much of it. Like, you won't get too many cuddles or too much, like, trying to really get someone into, like, a feminine mode for a woman. If you're really feminine and you love cuddles and you love kissing and all that sort of stuff, and this is your guy, okay, you won't get that all of the time from this person. They will show you that now and again, but they'll also turn a cold shoulder now and again. There's something to do with that someone has frozen shoulder. I've got that. I did have. I actually went to have my neck and everything crunched and everything yesterday. It cost me a fortune. For 25 minutes, man. Half an hour. Oh, God. Has anyone ever been to a orthopedic thing? Okay. £50 for half an hour to have things like looked at. And you got to go back for another one. And then another one, another one. But anyway, cold shoulder. Cold shoulder. There seems to be about cold shoulder. Cold shoulder. Let's see, Capricorn for March. Capricorn for March. Capricorn for March. Sorry, I've just got that message in my head of someone saying that this video is not working properly, and it's kind of like bugging me that it's obviously people are watching it and it's not working properly. So I've got no idea. Let's see, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for March. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for March. Capricorn, show me Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, Spirit, for March 2020. Thank you. Oh, you see, Leo. Leo is in the house 8. Leo's in the house. I mean, Leo crosswatcher, I'm not talking about you because it could be happening to the crosswatcher, it could be happening to anybody, but this can feel like that the space is confined and someone's breathing down someone's neck for an answer. He's like, well, I need an answer. It's like, about what? We just need some space, man. I just can't breathe. There's like a lot, I can't breathe. We need to talk. And it's like, yeah, but the relationship that I'm in, I just feel like we're just on top of one another all the time, and I just can't think, I can't breathe. It's creating me to ruminate on certain things that you might not love me, that you're not showing the right amount of affection. You know, Leo is very much, if you're with a Leo or known a Leo, if you're with a Leo and you love a Leo and they're loyal, okay, they're very loyal, but they also love a lot of attention, okay, they do, okay, because they're a lion, okay, it's a cat, it needs like this protection, and they're very loyal people, but they can also want care and affection. But regardless of any sign, it feels like that I need your attention and I need some more feelings. I need someone to show me, show your feelings, show that you love me, tell me that you love me. It's like, show me you love me and tell me you love me. Because I have an addiction. I have an addiction to you because I have the Two of Cups with you. I love you. I'm in love. I need you to hug me. I need you to show more feelings and be able to tell each other that we love each other maybe, but more so, I just need you to prove it. I need you to not open up and speak, but to actually show me more affection, okay? I need you to show me more affection. I need you to kiss me and cuddle me, and I need you to, like, you know, prove that you love me. And it's kind of like, well, I have proved that I love you. I'm, like, doing all of this stuff for you. And it's like, yeah, sure, actions are there in a relationship, okay? And you're doing all of this stuff, but where's the ooey gooey soft and chewy? Just like Mike says, right? But where's the ooey gooey soft and chewy? Where's the centre? Where's the centre? Because it feels like someone tries to get centred as if to say, I've got so much on at work. I'm like looking after kids. I'm looking after family. We're all on top of one another. But physically, maybe for some of you, like, well, this is my relationship. Well, then we probably need some space. It's like, yeah, but I love you. I just want you to show me some feelings. Show me some, like, kissing and cuddling and hugging. Someone likes to be hugged a lot. Like, well, you know, why are you shunning me? Why are you turning over and facing that way in bed when you should be facing me and I should be facing you and we should be doing some of that? Oh, God, that's hard work, right, Capricorn? But why can't you show me some more, like, this stuff than just, like, the amount of things that you're prepared to do for me, which is wait on me hand and foot and do all this kind of stuff and take me here and take me there and talk to me and let me stay here and all that sort of stuff. But why is it that when it comes to actual physical relationship that you're prepared to put all those actions in, but you're not actually prepared to cuddle me and kiss me at night? right? Now, people all across tarot readings maybe will say, well, where's the action? Where's the action? Yeah, well, that's also attraction, okay? And at times people need that showing of action, which is feelings, to show that you love them by just a simple word of either one, I love you, but sometimes that can fall on deaf ears, or someone say, oh, well, I love you. It's a bit like the ghost, right? Ditto, right? Ditto, yeah, ditto. I didn't know. I was just saying, oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't know that you just wanted me to, like, cuddle you. It's like, yeah, I know that you love me, but I just want you to, like, cuddle me at night. So this is not a conventional reading. Conference. Well, I can't. I've got a conference. Listen, I've got a conference at work. I can't, and I'm stuck at work all the time. But here I come. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again, they're saying. Come a chameleon. It's definitely a Leo for a lot of you. Not saying they're a chameleon. I'm just saying that a lot of Leos, depends where it's in their house, they can be very funny. Be very funny. Me personally, I've got Leo in Midhaven. Okay, and for me, where that house is, it's a lot to do with internet stuff, and that if people try to intervene with me personally through that kind of thing, I can get very, very tetchy and very wound up, because it's like, oh, do you want the lion to come out? You know, but that's Midhaven. Okay, wow, someone is definitely playing around. Someone is definitely playing around. Or giving, or like, get the rounds in. Get the rounds in. Woohoo! I'm single and I'm like, well, I'm ready to mingle, get the rounds in. Get the rounds in. Because I'm also hearing round 2. Round 2. Well, let's go again then. Here we go again. Round 2. Round 2. So I'm round 2s. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be round soon. Or I'll be round Sue's. You can come and pick me up from Sue's. Oh, you're over at Sue's, are you? Okay. Sue. So you're at Sue's. This is a Rita and Sue and Bob too kind of situation, right? Rita and Sue is a council estate. Have you ever seen that, Rita? Make your own tea. But Rita and Sue and Bob too. Like, well, there's Rita and there's Sue and there's also Bob. And there's Bob's wife. But Bob was seeing the... oh dear. Bob was seeing the person that was looking after their children, which was the babysitter. There was a babysitter, and she was called Sue. And then there was another one called Rita. Well, that would mean take all of that out of the equation, Capricorn, but that was an extremely funny film. You want to look it up, I think it is, a lot of the clips are on YouTube. Rita and Sue and Bob 2, 0909 on the clock. There's some sort of sign, right? But, yeah, Rita and Sue and Bob 2. I think someone has decisions to make about who they want to be with, to be honest. But there is a lot of sexual nature. There's a lot of in and out. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. I've got something to announce. These are what is also going on with your children. If you have that and you know that there's some kind of activity, play, going on, okay, then there's some kind of like, what do you call it, discovering a lot about things, of keeping it quiet, okay. But anyway, generalised message, somebody at the moment wants someone a little bit more ooey gooey and soft and chewy, and then also wants a little bit of affection. But they also got a very big affection. Right? Ooh, okay. Okay. Sorry. People want truth messages, right? Infection. Infection. An infection. Okay, that's personal. Okay, Capricorn, so we're going to continue on with your reading and go right up until the end of March and then start to clarify some cards. Okay, continue to channel and see exactly what's going to happen. Okay, but like I said, it's literally just $5, guys. Really, I'm asking for more patrons if you can, and also if that's not working, if it is the MP3 that that is not working, I do apologise. I'm going to upload it again. They hopefully will get better, but the MP3 downloadable version of music that I do will be downloadable, so you can just download it and put it onto your players if you are into like meditation music. Hopefully, because I'm studying hertz and all that kind of stuff, so it can get very difficult understanding all of that, so I'm trying to learn as well as I'm also trying to create. But as we go forward on that, you also get MP3s, and also all of your extended readings just go straight to one tier, and it's literally $5. If you want to reach out for a personal reading, okay, to your circumstance, you can do so also, and everything is in the show more section beneath the video. And you can find access to all of the stuff that I do, Becoming the Change, which is Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of thing. It's all below. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks very much. And let's see what's going to happen the rest of your March. Okay. But this was the moment before. Don't forget. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks very much. See you again soon.